if you're a healthy weight but you don't exercise,
Yeah, absolutely.
versus that you are overweight but you do exercise, the person who exercises will statistically outlive the person who doesn't, because they're exercising on a regular basis.
What if you're high BMI but you're very active? So you're consuming, maybe you've put the weight on but you're maintaining your weight. So you're not necessarily eating a higher calorie diet than you need just now.
You're maintaining weight. Yeah, it's a good question. Exercise does help with cholesterol levels. Absolutely. It all depends on that triglyceride count, I should imagine, the risk. I'd like to see the triglycerides get down. It's a good question.
Who is in a higher BMI, but they bring in exercise, they're managing their diet to at least be at maintenance, and they're eating a healthy diet.
These people, their risk will be lower than somebody else that's not exercising.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Is it called, sorry, I might even be able to check, is it the Harvard alumni study, where it basically says that if you're a healthy weight but you don't exercise,
absolutely,
versus that you are overweight but you do exercise, the person who exercises will statistically outlive the person who doesn't, because they're exercising on a regular basis.
Yeah, absolutely. We know for with solid evidence that people that exercise, and again, exercise.
why is that from a health standpoint? Why is exercise just so fundamentally important to our health?
So what you have is there's been a lot of good research in the last maybe the last decade. Since Herman Ponzer brought out a research study in 2012 that's shown that metabolism is constrained. So what he did is he went over to Africa, studied a hunter-gatherer tribe called the Hadzia, and he found out that, and he compared them with Western counterparts, and he did, I believe the study what he used in the study was the double water labeled method. So it's the gold standard for
measuring calories,
measuring energy expenditure. Gives them 2 isotopes, makes them drink, and measures the isotopes, and it's really, really accurate. And he found out that it was 20. I think the males were 2,600 calories and the women were 1,900 calories, and it was very, very similar energy expenditure to Western counterparts. And these Hadzia tribe were massively active. They were 5 hours a day they was active for, and that research came out in 2012. I remember reading that research and then sending it to people because it was very, very good.
And so they were eating probably similar amounts to, I would eat 1,900 calories, but I am not running around gathering my food or looking after animals or whatever for 5 hours a day.
No, you're not. So what we know is this is the important point. So I want to get to the point of why exercise is it. I'm trying to work through why exercise is important.
Ever wondered why losing weight seems so hard after you hit 30? You're not alone. At BodySmart, we specialise in helping women like you over the age of 30 to lose 30 to 60 pounds in less than 6 months, guaranteed. And that's without restrictive diets or endless hours in the gym. Our approach works because it's delivered through customised, direct, one-on-one coaching. Your coach will tailor a fully personalised plan that fits into your life, focusing on sustainable habits, not temporary fixes. On average, our clients lose 5 to 10 pounds a month, and that's not an outlier. That's what you can expect to achieve month in, month out. And yes, these results are guaranteed. Ready to see for yourself? Visit BodySmartFitness.com to apply. Remember, we're here exclusively for women over 30 who are serious about taking charge of their health. Apply at BodySmartFitness.com.
What we know is the metabolism adapts very quickly. So there was another study that shown, and it was very small. Unfortunately, it was small because you don't have many athletes that do this, but it was only in 7 marathon runners. And when I talk about marathon runners, I'm talking about the guys, they followed these guys that did, I think it was 117 marathons in 140 days in the US. Yeah. So that's a lot of marathons. And what they seen with these, they didn't do the double water label method. They used carbon dioxide exchange ratio, I think it was. And what they seen was the metabolism in the first 2 to 4 weeks went up like this. So the first 2 weeks went up, and then in the following 2 weeks it dipped down a little bit and then plateaued. And the upper limit of energy expenditure that they could get was 2.5 times their basal metabolic rate. So we know it adapts, right? You don't just continue exercising and burn. What happens is, and this is, so why is the Hadzia tribe, the modern day hunter-gatherers, why are they got a similar energy expenditure? Because that metabolism adapts, and the most likely theory at the moment is that we're diverting energy from other internal processes, such as the immune system. So you notice how athletes always sometimes get a cold and cough that they can't get rid of it, they can't shake it, because their immune system's depleted. And we know if...
is that just because they're taxing their nervous system by just intense exercise all the time?
Yeah, and the metabolism goes, right, I need more energy, we'll divert it from the immune system. They'll also divert it from the reproductive, so the hormones as well.
Yeah.
And this is where it comes to the important point. We know that people that exercise and have that it's very, very good for reproductive health. Reproductive cancers are lower in people that exercise. And we know that if you exercise, you have a decrease in inflammation because it's probably taking that energy away from the immune system, so it's not on all the time. So that's...
And it's bad for your immune system to be on all the time?
Yeah, I think too much exercise is going to obviously be bad.
Yeah.
If you're working too hard. But then again, I think once your metabolism adjusts and your body adjusts to it, I think you're okay.